Good evening. Welcome to Time with Pride. Here we are to discuss the interest rates and its effect on different industry and different businesses. What is interest rate? Interest rate is something which are actually given or lent to a certain person a certain product, and how do we receive the money back or how do we give the money, or what do the rate of interest is kept so that you either incur a loss or a profit. So here we are with three panelists. Our esteemed guests are Abhishek Nayak, who is from gold industry, Sailander Routary, who is from automobile industry, and Hemanth, who is from crude oil industry. So let's know and get a little insight from them. What do they think that interest rates affects their industry and how do that affects? So, Mr. Abhishek, I would first like to know from you that what do you think the interest rates affects your industry in which way, and it is either in a good or a bad way?
Hello, thank you for calling me on this show. So I have been in this industry for last 20 years and I know the ups and downs of this industry. Whenever the interest rates are up, we'll be seeing some fluctuation in taking a purchasing power of people, and that will be going down. And whenever we are seeing like interest rates are going down, so the purchasing power are increasing and people are tending to purchase more gold rather than going to some other stock market or somewhere else. So what I think and what I perceive is, with a lower interest rate, it is very good. Like gold is a very good investment for people to make. It acts like an asset. So you can take gold and its value always increases. You can't see it will be like little bit fluctuating, not that much fluctuating. So you can see like if you are purchasing gold now, after a few years, like 4 or 5 years, it will be increasing. So that and gold is an asset. So the gold is an asset. Whenever you want, you can sell and directly collect the cash.
Correct,
The
correct.
liquidity of this gold bonds and everything is very nice.
Yeah.
So, and what all you can do is like businessmen like me and all, we kind of hedge the funds. Like whatever we are having, like this fund we are having for this month, and gold prices are decreased, and we can take loan, and interest rates are also lower. So we can take loans from other our peers, and we can hedge gold so that we can sell it in different prices afterwards.
Afterwards. So basically, like hearing from you, it was a very good thing that the insights you have given us. But according to you, what do you think? The short-term interest rates or the long-term interest rate would be preferred by your industry? Like which rates would you prefer when you are purchasing like gold, or you're lending or you're borrowing? So in that case, what are your insights?
So my insight, like if I'll be going through this gold industry, it will be like for short term period. If you are having this kind of like liquidity kind of stuff, and if you want your gold, like if you want gold and you are doing constant selling and purchasing business, so you need to take short term loan.
Okay.
And if you are in the term of like, if you are going for 25 or 30 years and collecting gold, and then you are thinking of selling it afterwards, you can go for a long term period, long term interest rate.
Okay. Okay, it was good hearing from you.
Thank you.
Mr. Rautray, can I know what do you think that this kind of interest rates, does it really affects automobile industry? Because automobile is something which is now trending, and people are like they have started buying. Actually, the purchasing power is increasing, and they have started buying automobile. So, do you think it really affects your industry?
Yeah, as he said that the interest rate it is more effective for the consumers than it is for the business. But I would like to say that as an industry we get affected, but as the trend is a growth trend and people have the demand for the products, so the affected part is not that much visible. The consumer gets affected by the purchasing power, same as the industry gets affected by the inventory it holds.
Okay.
So, to tackle it, we use various methods, but we also get affected.
You also get affected.
Yeah.
So, what do you see? Like, what is your industry's graph like from the past 5 to 6 years, if we see, do you think this interest rates have like given you a very increasing graph, or a graph line that is no falling down, or what do you think, or a flat line, it's constant whatever the interest
It
rate
is
might
it is a
be?
mix of all the things. It
Okay.
is like it is growing at a slow rate.
Okay.
So to tackle it, we use methods like we cut the production, we cut the production hours, we cut the amount of labor required. We are now changing the industry methods to just-in-time inventory system,
Okay.
so as to go with the flow.
Okay.
And our graph is a good growth. We just had about 17% growth decline in the sales.
Okay.
So it is not much affecting.
So basically, what you are saying is, if you see that your product or your business is into loss or something, you go for just in time and you just cut your production,
Yeah,
and then you again start your production based on the orders or based on the requirements
yeah,
of
yeah,
the customer.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. So that was very good to hear.
Thanks.
So now, Mr. Hemanth, what do you think? Crude oil. Crude oil is something which is an essential part of our life. It is like a daily requirement in each and every household. The person who have automobile, somewhere or the other, automobile and crude oil are linked.
Exactly.
So what do you think? This interest rates and its effect on your business?
Yeah. So, as you were saying, it is a daily good. It's a consumer product, well floating and all. So the thing is, there is high fluctuation rate in the crude oil. Barrel rates depends on the international trade in the
Yeah.
market. So it is high risky. It depends on the external trade and macroeconomic factors here.
Yes.
And today's world is competing with the renewable energy also, and
Yes.
same time we are having competition with the peers.
Yes.
So in this context, as you are saying about interest rates, it will affect the companies drastically.
Yes.
A small change in interest rate will make us take the loans for better development.
Correct.
And we prefer short term debts,
Okay.
because long term debts should not be taken when the fluctuation is high.
Correct.
When the fluctuation is high, we prefer converting that assets in the form of bonds, and liquidity should be there within the form of bonds.
Correct.
Or else the asset cannot be sustained for a long term thing. Now long term debts.
Okay. So just correct me if I'm not wrong. So what you're saying is, this crude oil prices, this keeps on fluctuating time to time. So we cannot rely, on a long-term interest rate.
Exactly.
So we would rather prefer to take short-term interest rate and purchase it. So if we see that the prices fall, so the interest rates comes down, so we have a greater profit. And if it goes, the interest rates increases, then we might not be impacted more. So that is what you are saying, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So the same question is what I also want to ask Mr. Abhishek. Same is with gold. Gold's price keeps increasing. The interest rates might keep increasing. So if you see the interest rates comes to a constant or a minimal level, and you all might be forecasting how is your business going to be and the interest rates are going to be. So if you see that's a minimum level that you get interest rate, do you prefer that you fix the interest rate there and you go for a long term interest rate then?
Yeah, actually, it's the market is not static; it's volatile. So,
Yeah.
If for example, in our country, people are purchasing gold and people's purchase powers are more, then the interest rate, whatever it may be, people
Yes.
will purchase that.
Purchase that.
Okay.
Correct.
So what we think is like, what my thinking is like, whenever the interest rate is lower, you should purchase it,
Okay.
because in each and every household there will be a marriage, there will be a requirement, and then the gold will be required, because this demonetization case, if you are looking into, so this, if money is not there with you, so what you
Yes.
will do?
Everything comes to
Everything-
stagnant.
Everything
Yes.
is everything is like stops.
Yes.
It's,
Yes.
it's like, then if you are having this gold and all, so you can give it to the other company, or you can take loan very frequently, like
Okay.
whatever you will be having.
Hmm. So it was very good hearing from you. This is all in prime time today. What we got the insight from this esteemed guest of ours is the interest rates keeps on fluctuating. So based on your forecast, it depends on you that what interest rate should be preferred, short term, long term, everything. But all the businesses gets affected by the interest rate when it increases, or it also gets a greater profit when it decreases. So this is all in prime time today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.